Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, cannot wait till it's Monday on the Tuesday show with Ted and CJ. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, cannot wait till it's Monday on the Tuesday show with Ted and CJ. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, cannot wait till it's Monday on the Tuesday show with Ted and CJ. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, cannot wait till it's Monday on the Tuesday show with Ted and CJ.
Here we are.
2.
There we go.
1. And here we are.
And here we are.
Flawless.
Yeah, that was absolutely flawless. I noticed that the overlay was slightly clashes with the start screen there, but then everything clashes with everything else because this is an absolute cluster now. You're still remote. You're still in goodness knows wherever you are. So
down south.
Down south. So we're going to be down south. So we're going to be expecting you just to disappear at some point because Wi-Fi is so bad.
Well, I was going to say before we went live, sorry to cut you off there. I am actually connected to my phone, and I've got 3 bars of 5G. Ooh. So hopefully, we're going to be okay.
Yeah,
I've clearly picked a good night for connecting to 5G.
Yeah.
Every other day I've been here this week, I've literally just been on 3G, and that's it. But no, I looked at my phone earlier and went, "Oh, I'm on 5G. I'm going to hotspot to my phone. Now this will be better."
Yeah. Yeah. So here we are.
Happy Halloween today.
What?
Happy Halloween.
Oh yeah, Halloween. Oh yes, happy American nonsense.
Pagan nonsense.
What nonsense?
Pagan.
I thought you said bacon.
I mean, yes, could be bacon nonsense as well.
Yeah, it's possibly because you very often talk about bacon. So I'm used to that word coming out of your mouth rather than pagan. Yeah, there you go. So anyway, how are you? Have you had a spooky day?
No, thankfully.
Okay. Oh, good.
Yeah, I don't do spooky, horror, scary stuff. It's just not for me.
You're not a horror film aficionado then?
No, really not. I was talking to my buddy Rodney, who lives out in Colorado.
Oh, yeah.
And obviously they're all about Halloween in America, and he said, him and his family are more about Halloween than they are Christmas. Like, so he's gone. You see these videos of people who dress up their houses for Christmas.
Yeah.
And it's like it's literally like that film Christmas Vacation, when you turn the lights on, it's like brighter than the sun. He says he does the same for Halloween. He just decorates his house and his yard and everything, and he has music playing through speakers, and I was just like, oh, you're that annoying neighbour, are you? I get it. That every time someone walks past your house, music starts playing, even at 2 o'clock in the morning. Brilliant, thank you. I'm glad I don't live next to you.
Yeah, it's kind of a you get that a lot on like these films like like you say, like the Christmas films where they live in a massive house that's made out of wood for some reason, and then they all put their Halloween stuff, but it's like the biggest thing in the biggest thing of the year. Yeah. What was the program called? Family Modern Family.
Oh yeah.
And I think it was an episode based on Halloween. That was quite a good show, actually.
I really enjoyed Modern Family.
Yeah.
But I know the episode you're talking about, because it was basically supposed to be all the family getting together to do the big Halloween thing in their house, and people were letting them down, or things were going wrong, and obviously comedy ensues. But yes, I remember that episode very well.
Yeah. That's fun. So, have you ever done Halloween?
No, not really.
No.
I think probably in my younger years, like maybe when I left school, because like we never did it in my house when I was growing up, because as as you said right there, it's an Americanism, and
Mm-hmm.
my parents were all, oh, we don't do Americanisms here, so it used to
Yeah.
really piss them off when I'd call chips fries, but you know, but that's just what they were like. So we never did it. So it was only when I really started like working and like being in an office for Halloween, you'd put a little bit of effort in.
Mm-hmm.
But even then, I was never really that into it. I think
Yeah.
I bought a like a black sheet, like a bed sheet, and put it round my shoulders and tied it off and called myself Dracula once, and that was it.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't have any teeth, and I mean my teeth are shit enough anyway, but I didn't have any like big pointy teeth or anything like that. I was just like, yeah, I'm Dracula. That'll do. White shirt, black cape.
Yeah.
I am Dracula.
Yeah. Easy enough. I think I've probably done. I must have done that when I was younger, but that would have been for a fancy dress party, not for Halloween, because again, it wasn't something that was observed. Because it was not America, and it's it was the 80s. So it certainly wasn't America,
It's definitely become more popular today.
Yeah.
It's definitely much more. But even then, I remember walking down my street last year, and maybe every 10th house had something outside to indicate they were doing something for Halloween. I don't want to say celebrating. Do you celebrate Halloween, or do you just do something for Halloween? But yeah, but some of the houses look pretty cool. But again, not something I'd do to my own property.
No. Well, also, don't do anything to your property, because then that just encourages children to come and knock on the door.
And that's the other reason why I don't. And they say, oh, turn your porch light on if you want trick or treaters. It's like, I mean, say something more creepy, please.
Yeah. But I mean, the whole concept is a bit creepy, isn't it? I mean, it's a massive safeguarding issue. I would have thought.
I get it from that community spirit, and there is a lesson to teach kids in trick or treating, and that is, be a dick and demand everything that you want. Don't work for it. You got to demand it, or punish people that don't give it to you.
Yeah. And if you want to go to a stranger's door, then that's fine. It's fine to take sweets from strangers, particularly if you're wearing some sort of costume.
Precisely.
Yeah, like a slutty cat or something. Or am I thinking of Family Guy?
I think of Meg Griffin from Family Guy.
But that's the weird thing about the Americans is not just that they really like it, but it's like Halloween is the time to dress as pretty much anything. So I would have thought it would be something spooky or something scary, but they'll just it's just playing dress up of any kind of description.
Yeah, they might as well rename it to Cosplay Day.
Yeah.
So just dress up however you want.
Yeah.
And the older you get, the sluttier it gets.
Yep.
Apparently.
Yeah. Apparently.
So yeah.
Yeah. I went to I came to Instagram for some reason, and I can't remember why. But I had it in my head, oh, I'll have a look at Instagram, and then I can't remember why I did. But yeah, just a little aside there.
Good.
Yeah.
Cool story, bro.
Oh dear. So anyway, so yes, it's Halloween. And you said you had something interesting to let us know. Is it Halloween related?
Wait, I said that?
You did say you said you'd written something down.
Oh no, I haven't actually read it. I got AI to generate some stuff.
Right. Okay.
So, yeah, because I was in a rush. Okay, so
okay.
Copilot helped me out.
Giving away all the secrets now.
Yeah. Well, here we go. So it came up with a podcast episode outline: Fright Night and fireworks. Because obviously we've got fireworks night coming up.
Yes, we have indeed.
which is also a very odd tradition, but we'll get to that. But it came up with CJ's intro. Happy Halloween, everyone. Whether you're listening to this in costume, handing out sweets, or hiding behind the sofa with the lights off, welcome to this week's episode. I love AI. It's so good. It's that time of year when the nights draw in, the pumpkins come out, and the skies are about to light up, not just with fireworks, but with stories, traditions, and maybe a few ghostly tales.
Ooh.
Today, we're diving into the spooky and the sparkly Halloween and bonfire night, and what they mean to us in 2025. How's that for an intro?
Yeah, it's pretty good. We should have started with that, shouldn't we?
We probably should, yeah. Nice
Yeah,
one,
considering we
co-pilot. Thank
then
you.
launched into talking about Halloween. Yeah.
According to this, Halloween is a niche American import. You know, the evolution of Halloween in the UK from niche American import to a full-blown seasonal event.
I wouldn't say full blown.
Certainly not here in the UK. But again, it's becoming more and more popular, certainly as the years go on.
Because children like it, and anything that children like just has to be done. Otherwise, it's like, well, it might as well be a phone call to Childline. Like they have to have everything they want when they want it, and all in good measure. We were just told, no, that's American.
I mean, do you have any do you have any particular Halloween movies or TV series that you like, or like Halloween themed, if you like?
No.
Can you think of anything that you might like? No. Okay.
No.
You ever see Hocus Pocus?
No, but I tell you what, if I had to pick something, and it wouldn't be horror films, because I don't like those. I mean, what's the point? I don't want to be scared by something. But I do like Beetlejuice. And I tell you what, I do like the other Beetlejuice that came out. When was it? Last year.
Last year, yeah. I haven't seen that yet.
You haven't seen it? Well, I do see it. It's good.
Well, I got paid today, so I might just rent it on Amazon Prime.
Well, there you go then. It's yeah.
I'm searching for it right now.
It's not very often that there's a remake that is worth watching. Especially these days, where they remake everything just because they're completely devoid of new ideas, and so everything gets remade, but it always gets remade badly as well. It gets remade with a completely different cast. Obviously, the most important thing is the diversity rather than the story, and usually it's an absolute flop. That's what she. No. So usually it's a flop. Whereas this one was good, because it had largely the same cast, apart from people who were dead. It was good. Go and see it if you haven't seen it. That's my advice, and you can take that advice to the bank.
You can cash that check. I haven't seen it. I do want to say it. I missed it in the cinema, but I did want to see it because
when you say you missed it at the cinema, were you sat the wrong way or something, or did you just not go?
I just didn't go.
Oh, right.
Just didn't bother getting off my ass and going. No, I just completely missed the boat on it. Plus, I'm not really a big fan of going to the movies on my own.
Especially in a boat.
Especially in a boat. Well, I don't mind a motorboat. Anyway,
that's what she said.
Moving on. No, I haven't said. But see, I like a couple of like Halloween themed movies. Like I said, Disney's Hocus Pocus. I mean, I grew up with that. My nan really likes that film. I think my mum did as well. But I liked it, and it was quite good. That was Bette Midler, Sarah Jessica Parker. It was quite a good film. And then they released Hocus Pocus 2 a few years ago, and that wasn't too bad. It wasn't as good as the first one, but it wasn't too bad. But again, that was another Disney churning out sequels for the sake of churning out sequels. But I find actually, like you say, when people remake things, they're generally not as good. Or long, years later sequels could be, they have so much potential to go horribly wrong. We've actually had quite a few decent ones, I think, in the last few years. I quite enjoyed like the new Ghostbusters movies. Well, I haven't seen the latest one, but the Ghostbusters Afterlife was quite good as a long time sequel. Top Gun Maverick was a good long time sequel. You just said Beetlejuice was a good long time sequel, and I think Hocus Pocus 2 was okay. I don't think it was spectacular, but it was all right. It's a bit of, it's a kids' film at the end of the day. I don't spend my life watching kids' films or kids' shows or anything like that. Honest, I don't.
No, I'm sure. I just had a fun thought. Groundhog Day. My thought was they do a remake or do sequel, call it Groundhog Day 2. I just play the same film.
Right.
that would be the joke.
That would be comedy gold.
Yeah. There we go. And you can take that to the bank and write a check to me because it was my idea. There you go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Your idea. I'll sell it to the movie business, and I'll give you a cut of what they pay me.
Yeah. Okay.
10%.
90.
I mean, 10% and nothing is still nothing. So
yeah. Yep.
Because they are likely to pay me bagel. So.
Yeah. I'll have the whole.
Mm.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. Yeah.
So anyway, that was. Yeah. But no, I don't really do anything Halloween themed. But yes, as you said, we have fireworks. We have our strange tradition, and it is a bit odd, really, isn't it?
It is a weird tradition. Oh, so some dude centuries ago tried to blow up Parliament and kill the king. We're going to celebrate that every year because why the fuck not? Yeah. I mean, yes, it started off as a reminder to people to not try and blow up Parliament. We're going to burn an effigy of Guy Fawkes every year, but now it's just turned into great. Now it's got an excuse to spend a shitload of money on fireworks every year and set them off at stupid hours of the day.
Yeah, and all the days before leading up. So now you've got days before and then days afterwards where people being, they go out and buy fireworks. And it's so annoying.
And then on the night, they still go at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning because people are so inconsiderate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're so expensive as well. They're spending an absolute fortune and then literally light it on fire.
So you might as well literally burn money.
Yeah.
That's what I don't get. And that's the whole thing of, as you said, people set them off in the days leading up to. I mean, last week down here, there were people setting off fireworks. And like I say, undoubtedly, there'll be fireworks for a couple of weeks to come as well. But yeah, they're not cheap.
No.
So, people have got far too much money. And then they complain they don't have enough money.
Yeah.
Like, stop buying the fireworks.
Yeah, stop setting fire to your money.
Yeah.
That would help.
Yeah, don't buy the fireworks.
Inconsiderate bastards.
Yes, agreed. There's a lot of things like that. It's just I don't understand why people... and it feels like a lot of these... I don't want to say holidays, but, times of year are very much geared around making you spend your money.
Yeah.
And I don't like it. I think I've made my feelings on holidays quite clear on this show before. Just don't spend the money.
Yeah.
What's the point? Save it. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. No, I was just going to pick up on the fact, why do Americans call all of these things holidays? Because, there's definitely nothing holy about... Halloween.
Agreed.
Yeah. Yeah. Certainly not setting fire to fireworks either.
Right.
Mind you, when I was younger, it was all about the bonfire. Now it seems to be more about fireworks. It used to be about the bonfire. People have this massive bonfire, and then they have penny for the guy, and kids would make an effigy of Guy Fawkes. Yeah. But there we go.
Yeah, it always used to be. I remember that. It always used to be about the bonfire. I feel like the health and safety executive had something to do with the downfall of the bonfire.
Well, yeah.
And the fire department. The fire brigade being very much like, please don't set fire to shit. It's really dangerous.
Yeah. But
now you can just
it's nice
Yeah, nice and
That's,
warm.
that's warm. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
warm, and it's a bit more sort of community spirited than the fireworks. You set the fireworks off, like boom, boom, and people go, "Ooh," and the children go, "Ooh," and then like 5 minutes later, it's all gone.
That's it. You go. Oh,
Yeah. Well, that was worthwhile. Whereas
I
with the old fashioned way of doing it, with the bonfire, everybody stands around the bonfire, and they have baked potatoes and the cake parking cake. That was a thing. Yeah, much better,
yeah.
and it lasts longer. That's what she said.
I was going to say, and a bonfire generally goes for longer than a load of fireworks.
Well, yeah.
I remember going to a fireworks show many years ago, probably not long after I left school. And it lasted for about
3:30 then.
Yeah. About tea time. And yeah, it lasted for around 5 minutes. But they just kept playing the Thunderbirds theme tune over and over again while just setting off fireworks inside of a rugby stadium. So actually the fireworks would shoot into the air and then you couldn't see them because of the canopy. And you're like, oh, well, this was worth the tenner to get in.
Okay, yeah.
I think that's the last fireworks show I actually went to because it was awful. I was like, this is pointless.
Yeah. I did go to one that was good. I don't remember where, but it was a really big firework display, and it had music. So it was done to various classical music pieces. And it was really quite good. But again, that was one where it must have been thousands of quid's worth of fireworks because it lasted for so long. So it can be done well. It can be done well. But I you know what? I'm not one for banning things, as you know. I'm let people do what they want to do. And they can collect a Darwin Award if they blow their hand off for the firework. But
I was just thinking that Darwin Awards.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of people having access to and using fireworks at home, because most people are idiots, and idiots and fire don't go together well.
I think if someone wants to buy fireworks and set them off in their garden, you're like, go for it. The bit that I have a problem with is if I'm one of the neighbours and one of those fireworks decides to come charging at my house.
Exactly.
Because they haven't staked it properly, or they just haven't. They're just being dumb, as people do.
Yeah, I said idiots and fireworks don't go together very well, but I imagine they kind of go together as like a house on fire. Yeah. Yeah, so there we go. So that's something to look forward to, and of course, it's disrupting for pets as well, or sufferers of PTSD. Like proper ones, not like people who've got PTSD because they've had to stand in a queue for 5 minutes. I mean, people take the Mickey doing that, don't they?
They really do.
Had a slightly bad day, so I've got PTSD. And I need a Motability car. So if you
Wait, is that a thing? Is that how I can get a free car?
Probably, yeah. I slightly bumped my humerus. Give me stuff. So anyway, so if you are doing your own fireworks, A, don't. B, don't have them pointed at other people's houses, and be considerate of people's pets.
Yeah.
And war heroes.
Well, that's it. For me, it's the consideration. Like I say, I don't mind firework display. If people want to do it, that's cool. But when it gets to 10 o'clock at night and you've been setting off fireworks for the last 2 hours, it's time to knock it on the head. There's no need to keep going until midnight, 1 a.m., 2 a.m. Like I say, when I used to live with our mutual friend Romanic, I used to hate it because his dogs they did not like fireworks.
Yeah.
Well, one of them didn't, and she would remain very quiet. But because she didn't like fireworks, the other dog would just start barking
Mm-hmm.
and would be barking all night until the fireworks stopped. And you just like, and after a while, the noise goes right through you, and you're just like, I want you to be quiet, but I also understand why you're barking.
Mm.
But there's nothing I can do to stop it.
Mm.
But then when it's still going on at 2 o'clock in the morning, you're just like, well, you people just shut the fuck up
Yeah.
and go to bed.
Yeah.
You know, it's Tuesday night.
That's just
Go
the
to bed.
dog.
Yeah. So yeah, but it really is the consideration element for me. It's
Yeah.
like, I don't care that people want to do it. Waste your money if you really want, but think about your neighbours
Mm.
and the dogs and
Yeah.
people with PTSD and anything else that, you know, think of all the poor balloons that are frightened for their life because they think their friend has just been burst. You know, I don't know.
Yeah, that's the thought.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, not
We
necessarily.
have these
balloons,
100 Luftballons.
or people that identify as balloons.
Yes.
See, you're not being considerate of all the possible
Exactly.
permutations of people.
Mm.
So there you go. Yeah. There's our advice. Yeah. If you're gonna have fireworks, then that's fine. But you know what you do it behind closed doors. There we go. That's good advice. They used to have that, didn't they? Do you remember? Like, they probably still do them. I don't know. Maybe they don't because it's a ridiculous idea. Indoor fireworks. I remember they had them once at school. It's like, oh look, we got these indoor fire. Oh, we did it like Scouts or Cubs or something like that. And what you do is you set this firework off, and basically it would like it would be this thing, and then it just goes all curly. It's like, oh, look at that. It's like the equivalent of just getting a lighter and a bic and going, look, I've made it bend. The ridiculous thing. Yeah.
Indoor. I've never heard of an indoor
Yeah,
fire. I'm gonna have to look. I'm gonna look that up like right now.
Yeah. One of my favorite ones. Went to a not fireworks, but went to a bonfire, and they had a little counter where they were doling out black pudding. A whole black pudding.
Mhm.
And so you just sit there and eat a black pudding with mustard. That was a good time. It's always a
Why
good
would you
time
not?
when there's a black pudding. Yeah. Are you a fan of black pudding?
Love black pudding.
Mm.
My one complaint about this hotel that I'm staying at the moment: there's no black pudding.
Well, that's not one complaint. That's enough, surely.
Well, that's
You
a
should
complaint every day of the week.
Name and shame them.
It's the Marriott hotel. Well, the thing is, we're down south, so
Yeah.
black pudding becomes more prevalent the further north you go. But
Mm.
about 20 minutes from here, at the Premier Inn that I used to stay at, they have black pudding.
Well, okay. Just pop in there at breakfast time.
That's what I mean. I don't know what this place's excuse is, but I'll just walk in and just give a random room number. I'll be like, yeah, I'm in room 13. 69, yeah. I say, did you know that hotels do not have a room number 13? Most hotels don't have a 13.
Really?
On any floor, yeah.
Really?
You'll never see a room 13 on any floor. You can buy indoor fireworks on Amazon.
Mm-mm.
Indoor firework bumper pack is a collection of nostalgic, low-hazard, novelty retro fireworks, which are perfect party starters for any occasion.
Yeah.
Great for any occasion, including Halloween, Guy Fawkes night, Christmas parties, New Year celebrations, birthday parties, and use in kids' educational events.
Mm-hmm.
What? Here's how not to use a firework. Here's how not to kill yourself.
Yeah.
So, Jesus.
Here's how not to use a firework indoors.
Yeah.
Do you know? And it wouldn't surprise me if it says on the box, "Do not use indoors."
You know what? I'm just about to let's have a look. It doesn't say that, no, that I can see at least. But it probably is on the back. It probably says not recommended for use indoors. It's like buying a bag of peanuts, isn't it? And it goes, warning, contains nuts. Really? Who's that for? Or the hotel hairdryer that says do not use in the shower. You're like, who's this for? Honestly. Yeah. Remove child before washing garments. Really? I never would have thought about that. Thank you, label.
Anyway, talking of high days and holidays, guess what? Guess what happens in 55 days?
We are 55 days further away than we are now.
We are, but we're also on. It's also 0, or not ground zero.
So-
That's something else.
So don't say it.
Yeah.
Don't say the C word. I will reach down the screen and bitch slap you.
Yes, it is that. So that's something to look forward to, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not a fan. No, you know what? I think as the years have gone on, I've become more a fan of Christmas. I still hate the commercial aspect of it. Yeah, spend all your money, get yourself into debt just because it's Christmas. Yeah, I hate all of that. But it's about spending time with family for me. I think I've said this before on the show as well. For me, Christmas is about spending time with family.
Well,
I don't give a shit if anyone buys me anything. I'll buy everything myself.
Well, yeah. We shouldn't talk about Christmas too much, because the one thing we know is, no matter how shoddy we are during the rest of the year, we always have a Christmas episode.
There will be a Christmas special.
Yeah, there will be a Christmas special, and that will come out on Christmas Day. So that's something to look forward to.
What day is Christmas Day this year? It's on a Friday, isn't it?
I have no idea.
I feel like it's on a Friday this year.
It's the 25th, if that helps.
Good. Glad it's still the 25th this year.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for the clarification.
Okay, day of the week. Hang on. Day of week. Let's find out, shall we?
It's a race. Who can find it? Who can find it faster?
Yeah. What day of the week is Christmas going to be on? It's going to be on Thursday.
It's a Thursday. That's right. Boxing Day is Friday. That's right. Because I've basically got like 2.5 weeks off of work.
Okay.
Cool. So I'll finish off probably midday-ish Christmas Eve, and then I'm not back in work until like the 12th of January. Nice indeed. Because so we get as everyone in my company just automatically gets the bit between Christmas and New Year off. But then this year, because New Year's Day falls on a Thursday, and here in England we don't get to celebrate the 2nd of January and have that as a day off, unlike Scotland. It would mean I'd have to go back to work on a Friday, and I was like, no, I'm not doing that. So I'm going to take an extra week as well. So 2.5 weeks I get away from work, and I can't tell you how much I'm looking forward to it.
Why does Scotland get that?
I assume because they're so pissed after New Year's Eve that they're going back to work on the 2nd is just not possible for them.
That makes sense, but also it doesn't seem fair. Why do they get and we don't? Is there something they don't get and we get?
No, they have a couple actually. So like they get their August bank holiday is at the start of August, whereas ours is at the end. There's a couple of little different, and I think they don't get the spring bank holiday or the early May bank holiday.
Oh right, okay, fair enough.
One of those they trade off and they get the 2nd of January instead. But then also I found out something interesting this year. So one of my colleagues and friends who lives up in Edinburgh, they get something called it's gone out of my head. That was a weird thing, and it was like a festival that goes over a long weekend. So they get like an extra bank holiday on a Friday, but it's regional in Scotland. So depending where you live, depends on which weekend it falls on.
Right.
I can't remember what it's called. Hopefully, maybe somebody in the audience knows and can post a comment for me. But I was like, because he kept saying this thing. He was like, "Oh yeah, we've got this thing," and I was like, and after like the 4th or 5th time he said it, across different like calls that we had, I just went, "What is that?" And he went on to explain, and it's like this whole, I think it's like an autumn festival type thing. And it was like, yeah, and it's local communities get together, have a good time, have some drinks, share food. And it was like, because it's basically seen as like the last time that as a community, when the weather's half decent, you can go out and do that kind of thing. It's almost like welcoming autumn and winter. And I was like, that's really bizarre. I'll have to try and figure out what it was. But yeah, it just, so they get some weird stuff over there. I say over there, up there in Scotland.
Up there where the air is clear.
Yeah.
And are you a fan of haggis?
Love haggis. It's basically black pudding.
Well, I mean,
well, it's not.
It's not.
Different,
it's quite different, but it's a similar sort of thing. It's like it's a sack of animal goodness,
Mhm.
and what's in it? Is it oats or something?
Oats and barley,
Oats and barley.
and basically offal, for want
Mm.
of a better term,
Mm.
like sheep's offal.
And it's awfully good.
It is awfully good, cooked
Awfully
in its
good.
own stomach.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's so delicious. I like haggis is one of the so last time I went up to Scotland, I was traveling from like Inverness down to Glasgow. I was stopping at a few places in between for work, but that's just to give you a general idea where I was going. And I stopped off in this little town called Aviemore,
Mm-hmm.
and stopped at there's a little restaurant called, I think it's called the View or the Peak View or something. And you basically get to look out over the Cairngorms. It's a beautiful view. We had a lovely day. It was a beautiful, beautiful view. And then I had a haggis sandwich. Now, what was it? Because it was something that I think it was like a haggis baguette or something for
Okay.
lunch.
Yeah.
And it was so delicious. But when I ordered it, the guy was like, "What kind of haggis would you like?" And I was like, "Haggis flavored."
Yeah.
You know, I'm not sure. I don't understand the question. He went, "Well, we have vegetarian haggis, we have vegan haggis." I went, "No, you don't." And he went, "No, we do." I was like, "No, haggis is made of meat.
Mm.
It's made of animal. Okay, it's made of sheep. There is no vegetarian or vegan."
Yeah. Don't
And
give me
he
that
just
nonsense.
started laughing. He just started laughing. He was like, "No, we obviously have to cater for everyone." I was like,
Mm.
"Don't worry about it. Don't worry about me. I just want
Yeah.
regular haggis, thank you."
Yeah.
Is that a good choice?
Yeah. You should be like, I'm from England, but I'm not one of that lot. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, I'm not a vegan marathon runner. Fuck those
Yeah.
people.
I mean, do they exist? I mean, surely they're going to be the ones that like keel over and die, aren't they?
Well, no, because they carb load. They just eat carbs and they're fine.
I know, but I mean, surely they haven't got the energy to do anything like that. I
Yeah,
mean,
well, that's the thing. It's all
you can't build muscle and resilience based on a handful of spaghetti the day before a run, and then spend all the rest of the time eating tofu or whatever it is they eat.
well, that's it. It's all other forms of protein. It's like tofu is more plant-based. I mean, I didn't know plants had protein.
Mm.
Or excuse me, or what is it? Are we talking protein that's grown in a lab? Is that what we're talking about? Is that because it's plant-based?
Yeah.
Like, I don't fully understand it myself.
Yeah.
Just give me the meat.
Yeah.
And again, another regaling story about my buddy Rodney from Colorado. When he came over, because he was over here last week, and he was telling us like him and his family went vegan for a little while because they've been watching Netflix. And there was a thing on Netflix that basically put a lot of people off eating cow for a long time.
Oh, right. Okay.
And they fell into that trap, and he was just like, but it was great. We lost a load of weight without really exercising. But I was like, yeah, but the smell of bacon though. He was like, he went, yeah, but it wasn't really that. It was more just we walked past a Sonic, which is like a burger joint out there. So we walked past Sonic's and could just smell the beef, and it was like, imagine a cartoon when the old lady puts the hot pie on the windowsill, and you see the vapor coming off of it, and then a cartoon character comes floating down towards the pie. It was like that with Sonic burgers. I was like, good, there it is. Yeah. So I thought about going vegan once. I've actually thought about it like this last couple of weeks. I feel like I put on a lot of weight those last couple of weeks because breakfast has basically been a fly up every day. Which is incredibly bad for me. My first vegetables in the last 2 weeks came today when I had Subway for dinner, and the vegetable was lettuce and jalapeno. I will regret it in the morning.
I'm talking. Well, I mean, what is the I mean, what's the worst part of a fry up? I mean, really, it's going to have to be the
Fat.
we say the fat. I mean, it depends on what fat we're talking about, because actually the good bit is the meat. It's in the crap that goes with it. So like it's going to be your hash browns and your toast and stuff like that. That's the stuff that's going to stick to your gut. Whereas,
And the sausages.
I mean, sausages to some extent, I guess.
Yeah.
But your bacon, I mean that sort of stuff is good for you. Eggs, obviously, good for you. Yeah.
They don't do, like, I asked the chef the other day for poached eggs, and he looked at me, and I was like, "You know what poached eggs are, right?" And he was like, "Yeah," but no one really asks. I'm like,
Oh,
"I'm asking. Can I
yeah.
have some poached eggs, please?" He was
Yeah.
like, "I guess. Give me a couple of minutes." I'm like, "Cool."
How weird.
It's such a bizarre experience.
Well,
Like they'll
yeah.
do an omelette. They've got this whole menu on the, so you can either go up and do like, you know, a la carte. Is it a la carte when you help yourself? No, buffet when you help yourself.
Okay, yeah.
You can do it either buffet, you know, cooked breakfast,
Mhm.
or you can order an omelette.
Yeah.
And they basically go, yeah, the eggs are either fried or scrambled. You get your sausage, bacon, mushrooms, tomatoes, hash browns.
Yeah.
No black pudding, disappointingly.
Mm.
So, but I've been ordering omelettes, and again, I tried to be good, but I'm just like, chorizo, cheddar cheese, and spinach omelette is actually a really good breakfast, and I feel like I'm doing well because there's spinach in there. I'm getting one of my 5 a day at least.
Yeah. Yeah.
One of my 5 a year, or one every 5 years, whatever, however it works out. Anyway, but yeah, the other day I was just like, I just fancied some poached egg on toast for breakfast, so I made the toast, classic, you know, military style, you know, rotisserie toaster, that either just slightly scares the bread or completely cremates it.
And
Classic
one
experience.
time round is not enough, or twice round is
That is too much.
incinerated. Yeah. Yeah.
But I got had my toast, and I said to Jeff, I went, "Could you do me a couple of poached eggs?" And we had this whole interaction. I was just like, "I just want poached egg on toast.
Yeah.
That's all I want.
Yeah.
I don't want you bacon and sausages today."
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
How
been.
strange. How strange to be at a hotel and they think it's odd to ask for a poached egg.
I just don't think anybody ever asks them. They just go, you know, here it is. That's what you get. But if you want me to cook something, I can do you an omelette.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can do me an omelette.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
What I'm not good at is poached eggs.
No, I do like a poached egg. I can do poached eggs. And usually the hit rate's quite good. Occasionally I'll have one that just goes to absolute
Yeah,
shit.
mine still go to shit.
Yeah.
I
But
look
I
like
have
someone's just fucking spunked in some water.
yeah, I have this I have I have the a similar thing with fried eggs as well. It's like I break the yolk and it's like, oh yeah. But I'm like, I don't know, 40%. No, not 40%. Like every 4 out of 5 eggs will turn out okay, but there's always one that's sacrificed to fuck up. Yeah, and
There's
sometimes that's
always a
before it ever
sacrifice. Yeah.
gets to the bowl or the pan or anything like that. It's just it just goes wrong.
I figured out the method for not breaking yolks when you're trying to fry an egg.
Yeah,
And that's put them in the pan when the pan is cold.
right.
And then as the pan heats up, obviously it starts to then fry the egg while the pan is. It just takes a little bit longer, but you know, but then it doesn't break the yolk. If you're breaking yolk, I got told once, if you break yolks when you fry eggs, it's because your pan is too hot.
Really?
Yeah, so I'm told. But I also think it probably doesn't help that you're dropping it from 3 feet in the air.
Yeah, which I think probably people are more likely to do when they've got a hot pan because they're afraid of what's going to happen.
Exactly. I always chicken out when I'm trying to crack an egg. Doesn't matter what. Literally.
What are you trying to crack it with?
Well, see, it's like I'll either be so maybe
muscle.
I'm sphincter. But I'll either be like making a batter, like a Yorkshire pudding mix.
Oh yeah.
Or frying an egg. And I always go, I need to hit this quite positively on the side of the thing to crack it so I can break it without getting bits of shell in the thing that I'm trying to make. And I always end up chickening out. Like I'll give it some energy as I'm going down, but then I'll stop myself from hitting the side of the thing too hard because I'm afraid the egg's just going to explode every time. I was like, I can't work it out.
Right, this might be absolute bollocks, right? And it might just be me, but I'm not sure that eggs are quite what they were. I think that certainly I've noticed that the eggshells seem to be a lot thinner than ever. And like
Okay.
when I'm cracking an egg, it's more likely just to turn to dust in front of me and splat, rather than have it. I can't seem to crack an egg and then take that cracked egg over to something and drop it in there without it completely collapsing. It's like there's no structural integrity left in the egg just because it's being cracked, and I don't get that. And I also find that the membrane seems to be a bit more active. So if you do a boiled egg, it's like getting the bloody shell off seems to be harder. I don't know. Maybe it's just age. Not of
Maybe,
the
but I
eggs
don't
of
know.
me. I don't know.
It could be both.
It could be both.
If they've been on the shelf a little bit longer.
Well, yeah.
We've had the great egg crisis, recently, haven't we? Where eggs just seem to have been in incredibly short supply.
Yeah.
Maybe they're now being stockpiled and now lasting longer.
Yeah.
But at least we don't do what the Americans do and bleach our eggs. To the point that you then have to refrigerate them. I mean, do you put your eggs in the fridge?
No.
No. See, I do. I put my eggs in the fridge.
Does that help?
I feel like they last longer that way.
Okay.
I think they last longer that way.
Yeah.
But even then, whether my eggs have been in the fridge for a week or a month, I always do the water test on them before I use them, just in case.
Okay.
Because you never know.
Okay.
So far, I have never cracked a rotten egg.
Right.
I've also never cracked a double yolk egg.
Really?
So yeah, I've never had a double yolk.
Neither have I. I'm not even, because you can buy them as well, can't you? You can buy double yolkers. Probably still, I don't know. It's a bit of a fad thing. Yeah. No, I like. I do like eggs. I like eggs. I can eat lots of eggs.
I can eat a lot of eggs, but I feel cholesterol and my colon couldn't really handle it.
Well, I mean, being a bit bunged up is one thing. Cholesterol, that doesn't concern me, because that's because the eggs are that's supposed to be, like good cholesterol. It's not the bad stuff. It's not like I'm just going to eat some margarine because it's probably healthy and die next week.
It's healthier than butter. No,
Yeah.
it's not.
No. God. And what do you know? What the annoying thing about this is? People will, faff about with like fake butter, and what do? They put it on some bloody bread. Like you got, you're going to have more on the hips because you've eaten bread than you will do because of the butter. I had actually I had bread and butter today because it came along with my fish and chips. Because you were talking about, it comes up to autumn, and you sort of you're looking at, okay, that was the summer and now we're into autumn. So my son and I went off for a quick trip up to the Norfolk coast to have a look at the sea. I managed to trot out a bit of Faulty Towers, which he'd never heard before. So obviously that was good to be able to hear something for this. He said, "Well, I can't see the sea." I said, "It's over there between the land and the sky." Yeah. So we went and had fish and chips, which was nice, with bread and butter. And good, nice little day out. Yeah. How do we get onto that? Eggs. Yeah.
Eggs.
Bring on the eggs, as far as I'm concerned. Might find I'm spending longer on the loo, but well, you have eggs and something like prunes. That'll do it. That'll keep it. That'll keep it moving.
I was going to say I'll happily make eggs and just slice in something spicy, like chili or jalapenos or something. That'll keep things moving. The capsaicin really helps to get things moving.
I like a bit of egg mayonnaise. I like all types of eggs, to be honest. But it's funny because I go through. Certainly, there's a period of time where I was a bit funny with eggs. Like if I didn't feel they were cooked, even if they were cooked fine, I get it into my head. It's like psychosomatic. I'm like, Is this properly cooked? And then that once that thought's there, I'm like, and then I end up wanting to reject it.
It's when you get
not good.
a sunny side up fried egg, and the top hasn't the top of the white hasn't quite cooked through, and it's still a bit jellyish.
Yeah.
And I always look at that and I'm like, nope.
Yeah. No, I'm
I'm okay, thank you.
But at the same time, I want a nice runny yolk. So it's so it's down to the timing.
I don't care for runny yolks. I don't mind them. I'd rather they didn't exist though. I'd rather mine was, but not so cooked that it's dry and it just falls apart like crumbly cheese. I don't want that.
Yeah.
I want it to be solid, but not runny, but not crumbly. I want it to be somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
But I still can't get on board with scrambled egg.
Really?
I really can't get on board with it. No.
Well, because it's runny, or because it's sometimes done runny.
Scrambled egg. I've had experiences where. Actually, my first bad experience with scrambled egg was on an airplane when I was 12 years old.
Yeah.
Flying to Johannesburg.
Right. Okay.
On British Airways, and they served some kind of all-day breakfast or some kind of breakfast thing that had scrambled egg, and it made me very, very sick. And then
they should do better than that. I mean, if you're flying to Joburg, I mean, it's very possibly your final breakfast. So they should at least give you a good meal.
Just imagine when you're booking that flight.
I'm not saying it's dangerous, but KT is the pilot. Keep going.
When you book the tickets, there should be a section under there of your last request, your last meal request. What would you like? Well, I'll have every item on a Burger King menu.
The exits are here, and here, and the will forms are on the
But then other experiences I've had is on military establishments where scrambled eggs have been, and it sounds weird to say, but wet and in like watery.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. When you get a bit of when there's like watery bit at the bottom.
Yeah, and I assume it's just like condensation off the thing that's covering them. But even when they've been uncovered, they've just been like water, and I'm like, it's just disgusting.
Yeah,
and it's just put me off scrambled eggs for a very long. I haven't even tried any. I might just try some in the morning. In the hotel here, just to see what they're like in lieu of poached eggs.
Generally, unless they've been cooked by idiots, scrambled eggs are a pretty safe bet. Whereas if you're going for fried or poached, that's when it could be slightly underdone or not done enough food for somebody. I mean, some people like it absolutely roasted to hell with there's no sort of ambiguity in terms of whether it's cooked. And some people like the runny scrambled. I've seen like the I don't know if this is Japanese or Chinese or something from that part of the world, where they make these omelets and then they flap it around a bit and then they put it on the plate and then they get a knife and then cut down, or a scalpel or something stupid, and then cut down the front, and it sort of opens up as like this gooey, very undercooked eggs, and it really puts me right off.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
No idea. I know that eggs continue to cook a bit after you've taken them off the heat.
Yeah.
But that's just ridiculous. I wouldn't touch that. That would be undercooked for me.
No, I agree. And that would, I just probably wouldn't even consider touching that.
Yeah.
But I can feel people in the comments right now are like, "Oh, you don't eat scrambled egg, yet you eat an omelette," and I'm like, "Yeah, because omelettes are great."
It's a good point, though, isn't it? That yeah, it's
basically the same thing except not scrambled.
Yeah,
you take the scrambled egg mixture and then don't scramble it while it's cooking, and you therefore have an omelette.
Yeah, it is effectively. Well, it's a very well done bunch of scrambled egg without any movement, basically. I do like an omelette. Yeah, I'm an omelette fan. It's got to be definitely. There's got to be cheese in it,
Yep.
or cheese and ham.
Yep.
There's my
Bacon.
sort of go-to. Bacon, yeah, of course, good one. Yeah.
I'll always, especially for a breakfast omelette.
Yeah.
I'm just cheese and bacon, and I'm a happy person. Cheese
Yeah.
and bacon omelette.
What's your method? Do you mix in and then just make the omelette, or do you make an omelette, put the stuff on it, and then fold it over?
Depends
Because
what
I'm a bit of
putting
a
in.
fold overer.
Yeah.
I'll make the omelette and then add the cheese like down one side,
Mhm.
and
then fold it,
and the ham,
and
or
then
whatever,
flip it.
and then fold it over.
Yeah.
A little bit longer, flip it over, do the other side
Yep.
a little bit longer. Yeah.
See, if I'm doing like a, and the thing I like about omelettes, you can put anything into an omelette and cook more
Even
or less.
eggs. Yeah.
You can put eggs into an omelette, yeah. But I'll do like and if it's like a chicken omelette, or even like, okay, let's go sausage, a sausage and bacon omelette.
Let's go sausage. That's
Yeah,
what she
let's
said.
go. Always go sausage. You can quote me on that. You could, but I'll slice up the sausages, slice up the bacon, and I'll put them in the frying pan. I'll let them cook in the frying pan, and obviously let all the natural fats and that kind of melt away and coat the bottom. In those instances, I'll just pour the omelette mixture over the top.
Yeah.
Let it all kind of, but then I'll flip it so it cooks, so the egg cooks on the other, and then I'll call that an omelette. It's more like a Spanish omelette, I think.
Yeah. I do that sometimes, especially if it's something that you've got to do in the pan anyway. Like mushrooms are the same. So you do the mushrooms in the pan, and then once they're done and looking absolutely super, then put the eggs in, and then back to the other method, which is make the rest of the omelette, then bang the cheese on, then fold it.
Yeah. So if it's just bacon and cheese, I'll cook the bacon, but then leave the bacon fat in the frying pan. But I'll take the bacon out, put the egg, the omelette mix in, the eggs in, omelette mixture. But then, like you, I'll add the cheese and then put the bacon back in there as well, so it can warm up. Fold it, cook it, flip it. I can never seem to master the right number of eggs though, and I realize how weird that statement is. But a 3-egg omelette should be more than enough, right? Should be kind of the perfect amount. But whether I'm using my smaller frying pan or the larger frying pan, it always seems too much. Every time, 3 eggs always seems too much. But then 2 eggs is not enough.
Well, yes, obviously. No, I definitely, 3 or 4. Go for it.
I tried a 4-egg omelette once and I couldn't fold it over.
Do you know what? I had scrambled egg on toast the other day, and I had five eggs. Because I find that scrambled egg actually it puffs up a bit, but not very much. And you end up like quite a disappointing amount. So I did 5 eggs, small eggs, because it depends on the size of your eggs as well. I mean, if it was ostrich eggs, no way it would be 5. No, 3 maximum. Yeah, I'm not greedy. Have you ever had any weird eggs, or just standard chickens?
Just regular chicken eggs.
Yeah.
I haven't had any weird chicken eggs. Well, I mean, I don't know. I've never met them in person. They could be weird.
Yeah.
It could be like that. That weird person that works late nights at the gas station, the petrol station. Sorry, he just wants to talk to you, even though you're like, I just want to go home, dude. Stop talking to me. Maybe never. I can't tell you if I've had an egg from a chicken like that before.
No, I've had quail's eggs.
I've never had quail's eggs.
It's small. It's very, very fiddly. It's not. You're not working to scale with quail's eggs.
Quail not to scale.
Yeah.
Now I feel like you'd need more than 5 quail's eggs to make a decent omelette.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I'm an egg fan. Fried, scrambled, boiled eggs. Fertilize them, whatever. I'm a big egg fan. Yeah.
I wish I need to master the art of boiling an egg as well. That's something I need to do.
I did a lesson on that recently with my son. He said, I want to know how to bake a potato and boil an egg. I said, look no further. and then within very short order, we were making baked potatoes and boiled eggs. Something, and I forget now actually. Something like 4 or 5 minutes. I mean, again, it depends on the size of your egg, but 4 or 5 minutes for soft, and then 6+ for hard boiled eggs.
See, the last time I made a boiled egg,
Mm.
14 minutes is what I had to cook it for before it was cooked through.
How do you know?
So because I was testing it with 3 eggs, and I put them all in. The water was boiling, and I put all
Right.
3 eggs in at the same time,
Yeah.
and I set timers.
Right.
4 minutes, 9 minutes, 14 minutes.
That must have been a fucking ostrich egg. What the hell?
They were just regular chicken eggs. But
14
so
minutes.
I took one out of 4 minutes, and it was not
Yeah.
cooked through at all. Like
Mhm.
I cracked it, and it just felt like, say, the shell incinerated, and there was just runny egg everywhere. 9 minutes was soft boiled, and 14 was hard. And I was like, so I don't know where this 4 minutes, 6 minutes thing comes from,
I think
or
you've got a problem with
what
your
method I did was
no.
wrong.
I think your timer's wrong. I think your clock's broken. That's your problem there. No, that's far too much. I mean, I'll put them in. But I mean, often if I just want a whole load of hard-boiled eggs, that's so easy. What I'll do is I'll put them in. And it doesn't matter. I would just put them in cold water, then put them on the hob, and of course it's got all the time when it's heating up. That's adding heat to it, and then once it's boiling, I'm like, oh, I'll give it 6 minutes, and then by that time they're done, and then whack straight into cold water, and then whack straight back into one of the egg containers, and then stick it in the fridge and forget about it, and then remember it and go, oh great, I've got eggs.
Boiled egg.
That's a great feeling. It's such a great feeling because you just think, I've got eggs. I've got cooked eggs. I've got like instant egg. No cooking involved now. And they're just sat there and you just get them out and you eat an egg. Like brilliant. Eggy goodness.
I get that feeling when I've bought. So Tesco do a chocolate pretzel spread. I think I may have mentioned this before.
Is this the one
It's
that you
like
just sit there with a spoon and eat
100%, 100%. But it's like Nutella, but it's got bits of pretzel in there as well, and it tastes so freaking good. And it's like when I've had just a rough day and I open my cupboard, I have the feeling that you get when you find a surprise egg that you forgot about. When I open the cupboard because I've had a really shitty day, and I just go, "There's a jar of pretzel spread there." Fucking yes! I just get it, grab a spoon, and go to town. I don't put it on anything.
Yeah. The other good thing about eggs, boiled eggs in particular, is they come in their own handy packet because they've got a shell. So I could, like the other day, I was in a rush and I boiled some eggs. So this is great because I come to my eggs and I go, oh, eggs, brilliant. And then I grab a handful, which is 3 eggs. And off I go. All I need is 3 eggs and a bit of, like kitchen roll or something. Like I could take that, eat that anywhere. And I've always got salt in the car because I'm not an idiot. Of course, I've got salt ready to go.
Why do you have salt in the car?
In case I'm eating an egg or something.
Okay.
I
can just picture you now in the cup holders. Instead of a cup, you've got salt and pepper shakers.
Yeah, I need to get one of the small ones. I had like those little packets you get at places. Those are quite handy. Whenever I reach for a jacket, like go into the wardrobe, and there's always some salt sachets in the pockets. Always
my god!
I always travel with a bit of salt, because I find a lot of things that aren't seasoned very well. People don't put enough salt in things for my liking. It's quite a personal thing. But certainly eggs, a bit of salt. Also, going back to scrambled and all that sort of thing. If it's scrambled egg or an omelette or French toast or anything like that, if I'm whisking an egg, then obviously if it's safe. I mean, this doesn't work if it's a cake. But a small pinch of salt and some black pepper. Again, a sprinkle of that makes all the difference.
Yeah, I do the same when I'm,
Yeah.
like you say, omelette, French toast, or eggy bread, as I call it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's got to have a bit of salt and pepper in the mix there.
Yeah. God, I love that stuff.
Just gives it a bit of extra. French toast is amazing. It's just a pain in the balls to make. It's so difficult to make French toast.
What? That's the easiest.
No,
that's the easiest form of eggs, apart from sticking some hard balls on for a while. How is that difficult? How?
Because you also got to make the egg mixture,
which is opening some eggs. Yeah.
Maybe a drop of milk as well.
Drop of milk.
Not too much. Drop of milk. But
pinch salt. Pinch.
Then you got to go bread, both sides, a couple of times, and then into the frying pan. But if you want more than one, you have to wait for the first one to finish.
Get a bigger pan. Don't fuck about. Get a bigger pan. I mean, I still struggle, but I can get 3 in with the pan, because you kind of push the 2 along, and then the other one can go alongside. Depends how many eggs you're doing, I suppose. But a bigger pan.
And that's the other. I don't know how many eggs to use per slice of bread. I mean, I'm assuming I think the last time I made it, French toast, I think I used 2 eggs, and I got 4 slices of toast out of it.
That's quite good. Yeah.
Yeah. But again, I added a bit of milk in there as well, mainly because the other problem I found was when I didn't put milk in, I'd lift the bread up and it'd just be a big stringy bit of egg attached to it, and I'm like, get off before I put it into the frying pan.
Right. Okay.
Not because I hadn't mixed it correctly.
If you whisk it properly, it should be.
Not because I hadn't whisked it properly. It's just because egg is naturally viscous, like that.
Well, but are you just are you doing it with a fork or a whisk?
A whisk.
Oh, right. Okay. Right.
An actual whisk.
Right. Well, if you're not using shortcuts, then I don't know what's come wrong there.
I'm just a fucking idiot. That's what it is.
Maybe that is. Maybe that is what it is. As to the question, how many eggs to how many bread? Well, that's easy. Do your eggs, right? If you think to yourself, I want 2 eggs or I want 3 eggs, whatever that is, make the mixture and then do the bread until you run out of bread.
That's like as much bread until you run out of egg.
Yeah. And then if you do them all and then you got a tiny bit of mixture, well, just stick that on top of one of the breads. Boom.
Do you do like cinnamon or powdered sugar with your French toast?
I don't mess about.
No,
I just have the French toast, and sometimes there's not many things that I add sauce to. But if I've got a pile of French toast, a bit of ketchup's good with that, as far as I'm concerned.
I thought you were going to say brown. Brown sauce.
Brown sauce is very no. I'm very specific when it comes to these sort of things. So ketchup with that. Ketchup with a bacon sandwich. Brown sauce only. I don't tend to have it. Brown sauce I'll have with like cottage pie or shepherd's pie.
Okay.
It works and I like it. But nothing else.
I'm
really.
not criticizing. I have weird sauces with weird stuff. We all know I'm not a fan of fish, but I do like a fish finger sandwich. But in said fish finger sandwich must be ketchup. And everyone says, why not tartar sauce? Because tartar sauce tastes like arse.
Right.
I don't like it. And I went through a not a phase, but I did a thing where I basically went through, I was doing my monthly shopping with Tesco, and I bought one of every variety of Heinz sauce that was available to me.
Okay.
My cupboard is full of Heinz sauce right now, including what they call their fish and chip sauce, which is tartar sauce.
Right.
It tastes like shit. I now know, and I have reconfirmed after many years of not having tartar sauce, that I still do not like tartar sauce. So yeah, I made one fish finger sandwich using tartar sauce, and I threw the rest in the bin.
Okay.
Because it was awful, so bad.
Yeah.
However, Heinz have come out with some interesting flavors like curry ketchup.
Oh yeah.
Which is basically like chip shop curry sauce mixed with ketchup. I could make that myself and probably save some money.
Yeah.
What else there? Bacon ketchup.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, the frazzle. Do you know what frazzles are? Those little maize snacks. It literally tastes like ketchup. Someone had put, crumbled a load of those into my ketchup.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not being bought again.
No.
What else did I get? There was like a couple of varieties of barbecue sauce. One of them was called sticky barbecue sauce. I'm not buying that again. That wasn't very nice.
No, I don't like barbecue sauce at all. I find it it's like sickly sweet, and it's just I wouldn't want to have it on anything.
In the right setting, I'll have, like I say,
The bin.
their smoky their smoky barbecue sauce. I don't mind on like a chicken burger or chicken sandwich. I'm quite happy with that. But that's probably it. I wouldn't put it anywhere else. But yeah, so there you go. That's my adventures in Heinz sauces. I've still got loads of them in the cupboard, like garlic mayonnaise, and there was an interesting one. What was it? Oh, I can't remember what it was, but it looks quite interesting. And I was like, I'll give that a go. And I still haven't opened it yet because I can't think of a scenario to use it. But
okay, well, it's something to look forward to when you do, and you'll report back.
I will.
Letting us
I'll
know
report back to
first of all what it was and how it tasted. Yeah, I like, but I'm not, like I say, I don't have ketchup on a lot of things. But then aside from that, I like mayonnaise. Like
So I'm
mayonnaise
mostly a
is
mayo.
always a good one.
Yeah, mostly a mayonnaise kind of person. Like my ham and cheese wraps always have mayonnaise, and I put mayonnaise on chips. I like mayonnaise and chips.
Yeah, that works.
Unless it's chip shop curry sauce, it's mayonnaise for chips. But yeah, I'm mostly a mayo guy.
Heinz used to do. I don't think they do it anymore. But with the beans, they used to do like half-size tins of beans. With different varieties, and there was one called it was just curried beans, and it was like beans in a curry sauce. That was very
Oh my
nice.
god,
It
I
was
must find
good.
those.
Yeah, but you might have to go back a couple of decades because I don't know if they still do it.
To the time machine.
To the time. No, I tell you what. To the G machine. I'm going to Google it and see whether that's still a thing. Heinz.
I mean, if it's not, I can make my own because I bought, Bisto make the gravy granules. They also do curry sauce granules as well, which I bought. So I might just throw some of those granules into a tin of baked beans, and I've therefore made the experience myself without paying Heinz prices.
Heinz curry beans. Now, bear in mind that they're probably it's probably not the same as it used to be, even if they have. Oh, here we go already. There's like tikka, and they do sweet and sour.
Didn't they do Branston beans at one point, or Marmite beans? They did some very odd flavors.
Yeah, they're always messing around.
Marketing, isn't it?
According to this, there is a beans curry, but again, whether it tastes like it used to, I don't know. Do I buy it and see, or would that just be a disappointment? Who knows?
Let us know in the comments.
Let us know in the comments. Might just buy. Yeah, I'm just thinking about black pudding again. What would you
Heinz
do?
jalfrezi beans.
I'd quite like a black pudding mustard. Are you a mustard fan?
No, I'm really not a mustard guy. Black pudding is best with. Here's actually what I like to do with black pudding. Is I'll have a hash brown, black pudding on top, and then a fried egg on top of that.
Okay.
And then, but if that's not possible, I'll happily make a black pudding sandwich. So good.
I'll tell you what's quite good for stacking. If you're stacking things like that and eggs and all that sort of business, they're not very well appreciated. But instead of hash browns, how about potato waffles?
Waffles.
Yeah, I mean the
yes.
waffling versatile, as we know from the adverts. But those are easy. You just stick them in the toaster, put them down a couple of times, boom, they're done. So you stack those with egg, and then I know you don't like a runny egg, but then you break your egg, and it's running down, and it's running through the whole sort of lattice kind of
Well,
thing.
if you like your yolk running down stuff,
Oh yeah.
I recommend putting a fried egg on a crumpet.
No. No,
I figured that would be your reaction. To that.
No, I won't have that kind of talk. Crumpets are for, I mean, potentially maybe some jam. All right, but other than that, crumpets, butter, and crumpets are, I mean, yeah, they're tasty, but effectively what they are is a vessel in which to put butter into your face. They're
literally
they're a molten butter cup to get as much liquid butter into your face as possible. That's what a crumpet's for, and not much else. People who put like cheese and Marmite and all sorts of rubbish on crumpets, they shouldn't do that. And something that does annoy me is when people have. I think you were talking about your American colleague, and maybe you were talking about crumpets or something. But it's when people from different places, particularly America, when they test things that they've heard that we hear, that either no, we don't. There's a fringe element that do, but most people are sensible, or they get an idea about something and they do it completely wrong. You know, you can imagine the kind of thing. They'll be like, beans on toast, and then they'll get some beans and some toast, and then put them both in a blender or something and turn it into a smoothie. They just get the whole thing wrong, you know.
Yeah, that shit's wrong. So wrong.
Yeah. So yeah.
No, I agree. So when Rodney was over here, we did try fish and chips, or I made him try it. Well, I didn't make him do anything. He wanted to try it, so we got fish and chips. He was quite impressed. He was impressed with crumpets, even though he cooked them wrong the first time.
How?
Well, again, because it was on the rotisserie toaster, it didn't get enough. There wasn't enough heat in it. So I said, no, you need to put them through a couple of times. So he did, and actually the second day he was like, actually, yeah, these are much better. But then he put Marmite on a crumpet because he'd never tried Marmite before.
Right.
And he did not like Marmite, but I was kind of I looked at how much he put on, and I was like, I would like the amount he just put on that one bite either. So that was entertaining. What else did he have? I bought him some Cadbury chocolate, some like regular chocolate buttons, because we have vastly different tasting chocolate from here to over there.
Yeah.
What else? That was pretty much. I took him to Toby Carvery so he could try Yorkshire pudding, which he then proceeded to describe as that was some interesting bread. I was like, that was not bread, that was Yorkshire pudding.
Yeah.
And he went, it just kind of tasted like bread to me. I was like, okay, so you're not a fan of Yorkshire pudding.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah.
if you can't appreciate the art that is Yorkshire pudding, and again, it is a transportation vessel for whatever else is on your plate. You just put it in the Yorkshire pudding and go to town. Yeah.
Mind you, that they have probably an odd idea of what bread is anyway, because their bread isn't like our bread, is it? It's basically a cake.
Well, I think
they got lots of sugar
bread
and stuff in it.
Yeah, I think there's a bit more sugar, but that was one of his key kind of bits of feedback was we don't have enough salt or sugar in our stuff, and I was like, we used to, but the EU health people basically went, you've got to take all the salt and sugar out of stuff because it's really bad for you. And he was like, yeah, well, that message hasn't reached America yet. I know.
Yeah.
He's like, where's all the salt on the fries? I was like, you see those little white packets on the shelf over there? That's where your salt is.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay.
This is it. This is why everything tastes so shit these days, because there's not enough salt. That's why I walk around with a bit of salt.
So that's why you have salt shakers in your pockets.
Yeah, that's right.
If you were in the Wild West, your holsters wouldn't contain guns; it contained salt and pepper shakers.
That's right.
Yeah. I probably put too much salt on stuff. Like when I make my own popcorn, I put the salt in the pan while the popcorn is cooking, rather than put the salt in and shake it around nonsense. No, I'll just oil, salt, popcorn, let it all mix together as it's cooking, and it comes out perfect every time.
But this is the same with, well, if I talk about like fake foods, I'd rather have the real thing, such as butter and things. The salt, the butter, the meat. The thing is, anything in excess is not going to be good for you, right? You can have too much of anything. You can have too much water.
Mm-hmm.
And what am I talking about? What? Not water. Bloody
Salt.
Salt. That's it. So it's the same thing with the salt. Like if you're going to eat a whole platter of crap, don't put salt on everything. Don't do that. Have a couple of poached eggs on toast. A pinch of salt is going to make all the difference. But just don't have a load of crap. Don't eat crap. And then say, it's the salt. It's the salt that's the problem.
No, it's your appetite that's the problem. But also don't be the type when when we say put a bit of salt, just put a small bit of salt on to start with. You don't have to sit there grinding half a jar of salt onto all your food. You will give yourself heart disease. It's supposed to be an additive to enhance flavour, not to be the dominant flavour of all of your food, or else you're about to just eat salt.
Yeah.
I imagine everything tastes better with a bit of salt, even like tofu. I've never tried tofu, and I do not intend to try tofu, but it looks disgusting. It wobbles. It can't be protein. Jelly wobbles.
It's just fake. Fake.
Yeah.
Fake food.
Fake food, man. Fake food.
Yeah, it's fake food. You're fake food. You're fake. The reason the tofu. Don't eat that crap. Have bacon in moderation.
I agree.
Have real white bread. Don't buy bread with bits and bloody sawdust in and all that sort of crap. You won't like it. What's the point? And do you know what the other thing about fake stuff is? People end up eating more of it. Like, no, have a reasonable small amount of something that's tastes good, so you will get more out of it. And not load of fake food.
Or just do what I do and eat everything in sight.
Yep. That can work too.
Yeah. Anyway, I feel like
I was going to say then you die happy, but I die fat.
I'll die fat.
Yeah.
Happiness is unclear.
Yeah. Sorry, you were going to say something.
I was going to say this feels like a good jumping off point for a number of reasons. Primarily because my iPad is going to die in a minute, and I'm hungry. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been thinking about eggs ever since we started talking about eggs.
Well, there you go, folks. Just go buy some eggs.
Yeah, I can see some eggs in my very, very near future. So I'm quite peckish. I've not eaten since my fish and chips at the seaside. So given that I live as far inland as you possibly can in this country, it's definitely time to eat again, and some eggs sounds like a very good way of rounding off the night.
Yeah, I hope your egg endeavor is successful.
Excellent. Sorry, I won't make any more egg jokes. I think that's a nerf.
Okay.
Yes. That's the last joke I'm going to tell.
Okay.
Right. And on that and on that eggshell, it just leaves us to say, if you disagree about salt and eggs and whatever else we talked about, goodness knows, Halloween, fireworks, whatever it may be, then you can get into the comments if you've completely failed to get into the chat because you can't be bothered to be here. And I
can't even see the chat tonight. I don't know if anyone is watching.
No, probably not. No, or they're lurking. Or maybe they spent 5 minutes listening and watching and then decided actually we're doing such a super job of convincing them the things that they're off making eggs. That's what happened.
Well,
Anyway,
like, these guys are excellent. They don't need me here helping them out.
Absolutely. Right. Anyway, so if you have got anything to say, you can, of course, get into the comments below, or you can DM me at Ted James Media. You can DM the show at whatever that is, and you can also email us at
CJ and Ted at thetuesdayshow.co.uk.
That's the slickest part of the whole show. Okay, until next week.
It's almost like I've done it every week for 7 years. Nearly 8 years.
Yeah, you've said that a lot, haven't you? But anyway, there we go. So I'm going to press a button. It might not be the right button.
It's definitely the right button. Yeah, see you, everybody.
No, it wasn't the right button.
I know that was the wrong button.
No, I'm now going to press this button.
Okay, good. Goodbye, everybody.
now you've got a little bit more time to do your waving.
No,
that was short as well. Anyway, bye.